That's not good. My drag car's not running right. Just changed the motor. Thought we did everything right, but apparently something's wrong. But I swear to God, I got a good excuse why I haven't got it running. Let me show you what's going on.
VTEC Academy is Honda Performance.
So like I said, I've been actually really busy. Matter of fact, this is what I've been up to. This is my latest creation. Engine mounts for CR-V motors, 2004 CR-V motors, all-wheel drive motors, into the first generation CR-V. Honda sold a boatload of these CR-Vs, and they seem to be getting popular to be modified. So it was time for me to bring mount kits that was specific to this chassis, because there are some slight differences between this and the 96 to 2000 Civic, which is what this chassis is based on. So I've designed a set of mounts that are specifically for this, and they are for mounting not only the manual transmission motor, but the automatic transmission motor as well. Now, what's going to be interesting about that is this is going to pave the way for me to do automatic swaps into EG, EK, and DC2. So this is the first. Next up are those chassis. So let me show you how these things fit. I think it works really well. This is a manual CR-V transmission, bolted to a K20. Now, K20s, K24s, it's not going to make any difference on the mount kit, but let me just kind of show you how it is. Over here on this side, we have an EKK1 mount kit. And on this side over here, we have the same thing, EKK1 mount kit, left-hand mount. So these are the two mounts that are in here. On the rear, though, we had to design a special rear mount. Now, this is an all-wheel drive mount, but it also changes the angle of the engine slightly. One of the things that happened back in 2002 when I originally designed the EKK1 mount kit to put a K-series in an EK, I kind of tilted the motor a little bit, and that doesn't work with all-wheel drive. That was putting the prop shaft kind of up into the car. So I redesigned the rear mount, and that means there's going to also be a new rear mount for people who are doing a all-wheel drive swap into their EG, EK, DC2 with our EKK1 mount kit. So I'm going to redesign the rear mount. By the way, if you have one of the other style rear mounts, you're going to be able to exchange it for free. We'll give you the new one. Again, what this one does is it kind of levels the motor a little bit better and puts the prop shaft coming out where it needs to for the rear drive. Anyway, that's the manual. I also did it for the automatic. Let's check that out. Obviously, it hangs down a little bit lower than you would find with the stock B series motor, but that is kind of necessary in order to get this underneath the steering rack. By the way, the steering rack in the EG sits approximately the same height. Anyway, we now have our engine in. The only real difference you can see here, you can see here where we've reinforced and clearance the subframe. Coming back, here's where our carrier bearing would attach, and you can see it's a little bit left of that, or the carrier bearing is a little bit right, but I believe because there's a U-joint here, that's still going to work. So I think the next step here is to get this running and see if we can run it with a stock rear diff, or if we have to use a K-series diff for this. We have already determined what length axles we need, so that's not a problem. Really, the big thing is the wiring, getting everything to work properly. And once we get that done, hooking up the back differential. There isn't one in this car, but we have actually two of these first gen CR-Vs. The one Carter's been driving for a while, and this one. This one's going to be built up as an automatic K, and Carter's will be built up as a manual K. So we're going to go ahead and build both vehicles and determine what all is necessary in order to get them to run properly. We can all look forward to a new project from VTEC Academy, because not just enough to get it in, need to get it running and see what other problems might develop. There are questions. Can we run it with the stock shifter cable? What about the electronics? Will the dash work? Will it tell us if we're in drive, park, reverse? These and other questions need to be answered. So we will be doing more with this. We do have a few projects ahead of it. Although these mounts are going to be released relatively soon, we do need to go ahead and figure out all the other things that go along with the engine swap, simply because some people are waiting to find out before they make a decision on whether or not they want it. There are a few brave souls that want to go ahead and do it ahead of time, but I think we'll need to build a couple of these cars and see how they are. Well, you may be asking yourself, what's next? Well, I'll tell you what's next. Next is to get this thing running. And we're not going to just do one swap, we're going to do two swaps. We have another CRV, first generation, and we have a manual CRV K24 with transmission. So we're going to have two of them running, a manual and an automatic. We're going to see what's better. Now, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Is this going to work well with this kind of ground clearance? What radiator do I use? Is this shifter cable going to work? What are the things I'm going to need to do to get this working, to wire it properly? That's easy with the manual, but with the automatic, there's two more ECU plugs that we got to worry about. Anyways, guys, if you like this kind of content, please, why don't you go on over and subscribe. By the way, everything we do to this also pertains to doing an automatic in an EK. That's another project that's coming up pretty soon. And for those of you who are curious to see what an all-wheel drive auto looks like in an EK, maybe thinking it might be a cool bracket racer, here is the setup. You do have to do some clearance on the stock EK subframe when doing the all-wheel drive installation. This is not the case when you have the EG subframe. Clearance of the rear subframe would be similar if you're using the manual transmission as well. That one should be pretty cool. But if you like this kind of stuff, please think about liking and subscribing. And go ahead and hit the bell so you get notifications when new stuff comes out. You got a friend with a CRV? Why don't you share this with him? He can have a K24 as well. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna get in this, and we're gonna go four-wheeling. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for joining me, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.